Hi everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name's Imogen and in today's video I am sharing my thoughts on girlhood and how I embrace my femininity. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a big thumbs up, follow me on Instagram and let's get started. So the concept of girlhood has really been going around social media a lot recently, and it's sort of the whole 2023, the year of Barbie, Olivia Rodrigo's album Sour, all of these things have contributed, and of course the Eras tour, obviously I can't leave the Swifties out of this, has contributed to an economy where femininity and women are increasingly making money and in the sort of the forefront of just society, which I think is great, it's fantastic. But it has led to a lot of discourse around the concept of girlhood and femininity, and I am here to contribute to the discourse because I am a female and feminine creator. So the number one thing I wanted to say is that I did not used to like embracing my femininity. I saw it as a negative thing. I wanted to be as sort of neutral or as masculine as possible, and there's nothing wrong with that, except I saw that my femininity is a negative trait, and it was sort of like a trauma response. I saw being female as a bad thing, and that was kind of a lot of internal misogyny going on there, because I was raised in religion and there were a lot of negative narratives around women in religion, and so I internalized a lot of that and I was just really down on myself for that. And so I had a real journey of embracing my femininity, and the first thing that I did was a lot of self-reflection. So the thing I'd recommend is to take some time to reflect on what femininity means to you. Consider your values, your interests, your personal style. Obviously, femininity looks a lot different for everybody, okay? And if you identify as feminine, then one thing I would massively recommend is sitting down and writing out what femininity means to you. Does it mean wearing pink? Does it mean doing your hair in a particular way? Does it mean a way you carry yourself or how you speak? Or does it mean your aspects of your personality, okay? What do you consider feminine? Because it will be subjective and it will be unique to each person. Select the aspects of femininity that align with your authentic self. You don't have to conform to a stereotype. Or alternatively, if conforming to a particular framework for femininity helps you feel more like your authentic self, then fantastic, go ahead. But what you do should be guided by how you feel most authentic and most feminine in yourself. Number 2, express myself through fashion. This is one thing I did. I experimented with different styles of clothing that made me feel confident and comfortable. I'll show you the top I'm wearing actually. It's this cute little mushroom top, can you see? Yeah, it's got mushrooms on it, and I just think they're really cute and quite feminine, and I really like it. So find colours, patterns and fabrics that resonate with your sense of femininity. The way you dress can be a really powerful expression of your identity. Rehabilitate pink. I used to hate pink, now I love pink, okay? Pink is great. But also, if you want to feel feminine without being dressed in pink, that's absolutely fine as well. Another thing I did was nurture my body. So I was paying attention to self-care, skincare, learning how to do makeup, okay? When you feel good physically, it often translates into a positive mindset. So it's about looking at yourself holistically and how can you take care of your femininity from a sort of holistic point of view. Right, my next tip is to cultivate confidence, okay? Confidence is a really attractive and empowering quality. Women should genuinely be more confident. We are often taught to tear down or doubt our own confidence, and it is terrible. That is such a misogynistic narrative, okay? We as women should be really, really confident, and anything you can do to build your confidence, genuinely, we have to have the audacity, okay? You need to apply for jobs you're only 70% qualified for. You need to start showing up. You need to ask someone out, okay? All of these things, be confident, okay? I promise that I will support you. If no one else supports you, I think you're doing great. If you are making an attempt to become more confident in your femininity and more confident as a feminine person, then I think you're wonderful. Also, explore feminine hobbies and interests. So this is kind of double-sided, but there are a lot of hobbies that people consider traditionally feminine, for example, flower arranging, sewing, okay? And the problem with that is that sometimes it can be constrictive, if that makes sense. So it's oh, men can't sew. Okay, that's bullshit. But also, there's no one hobby that you should have as a feminine person. But the rule of thumb is, if a hobby makes you feel feminine, then it is feminine, okay? So don't listen to any stereotypes, but if something makes you feel feminine and it makes you feel secure in your femininity, then it is a good hobby to pursue, okay? So this could include like any pursuits that bring you joy and help you like tap into that feminine side of you. And it can be a really sort of like comforting thing. Like, you know, like my journey to sort of learning how to do makeup, and I'm still really basic at it, but it was just really creative, and it explored my creative side as well as my feminine side, so both of those things came together and it was wonderful. Okay, build supportive relationships. Build like supportive relationships with other women, whether these are platonic or romantic. So like I'm bisexual, so I seek both, but the sort of like healthy relationships provide a really strong foundation for like women supporting women and feminine people supporting feminine people. So if you're seeing other people who are like demonstrating positive and supportive expressions of femininity, that can really inspire you and empower you to also do the same. And I know that because there are loads of women that I personally admire in my life. Most of them are like friends or whatever, so you know, I just really love that experience of women supporting women. I guess the sort of like peak experience of this is sort of like the girls' bathroom at a party where all like everyone's like super drunk and being really supportive. It's like, oh my gosh, you look fantastic, don't text your ex, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's that. Alright, educate yourself. Learn about the history and various perspectives on femininity. So understanding the diversity within femininity can really empower you to define it in a way that feels authentic to you. So I promise you that there's probably a role model for you out there. She might be a writer, she might be like a speaker, they might be someone else who like has been active in history or whatever. The point is, I'm struggling to think of examples, but the point is, there is probably someone who's expressing their femininity in a similar way to the way you express yours, okay? And you can look up to them. So whether it's like someone who's like all about pink and does their hair in a really sort of like flowery style, or if someone's got more like toned down femininity, or there's a bunch of different ways to express femininity, but I'm sure you can find yourself a role model who expresses it the way that you aspire to. And also, on that point, learn more about feminism, okay? This is not a video where I tell women the way they should be or how they should live, okay? Feminism is the freedom for women to be whatever they want. So, all aboard. Also, allow yourself to feel female rage. There is a lot of stuff about being female which is not fair, and it is still not fair, even in 2024. So I found media helped me a lot with this. Like, listen to Olivia Rodrigo, watch Barbie, okay? There's a lot of female rage in there, and I think it's great. On that point, media. So look for positive feminine role models. Again, I've mentioned this before, but like, look for positive feminine role models in the media, and I think social media has enabled women to support women and feminine people so much more. Like, you can literally go on social media and find so many creators and they're fantastic role model, and also you can leave a lovely comment which will probably brighten their day. So please connect with other feminine people so you can just build a wonderful community where everyone is supporting everyone to discover their femininity and their most authentic self. I have 2 more points for you, so stay tuned because they're both really good. Celebrate your unique femininity. I have kind of touched on this earlier, but remember that femininity is super, super diverse and there is no one-size-fits-all definition. Being feminine is ultimately what you make of it, okay? So never let anyone tell you that you're not feminine because you don't do X or Y, okay? If you feel feminine, then you are. Okay, so embrace the unique qualities that make you who you are. Celebrate your individuality and be proud of the person that you're becoming. Also, finally, you can subvert the entire idea. The way you present is just you. If you feel that femininity is a prison to you, or if you feel that it's restricting, then just don't, okay? You don't have to be any particular way. You are just you and you are wonderful. So if it helps you to think of it as like masculine or feminine, then absolutely do. Stop thinking of one as less than the other, because that's sexist, or of specific roles for each, also sexist. How people present is fluid, and it's only good when it feels positive and meaningful. So if the vibes are right, fantastic. If the vibes are not right, then maybe rethink your like terminology or your definitions, because femininity should always feel empowering and uplifting, and it should never feel like a limitation or a prison. Alright, that's all I have for this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that. Give this video a big thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, be wonderful. Bye!